I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's weekly musings is how not to be tossed and turned by the vortex. I'm doing a series of weekly musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while ago, and the world has completely changed since then, but this basic information is still very pertinent, and it is kind of uncanny about how some of these topics are still very appropriate for here and now. At the end, I'll summarize the topic based on all that's going on in the world today, but also I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. How not to be tossed and turned by the vortex. I came across a video of a piece of fabric dancing in the vortex of a circle of fans. It looked human the way it twists and twirls. It looks how we feel as we engage with different energies in the physical realm. Sometimes we feel buffered about by varying influences, like a leaf reeling in the wind. We're affected by these circles, our family, our friends, our work environment. Those are the most noticeable ones. But we're also reacting to wider circles, our neighborhood, our city, our region, and we resonate with even bigger ones, our religions, political parties, culture, and country. These energy systems are multidimensional, not only spanning distance around the globe, but also time. We're engaging in historical patterns and responding to ones forming the future. But the thing that struck me as I watched the fabric swirl around is that it was missing consciousness. It looked alive, but it wasn't. When you're feeling tossed and turned by life, your body personality is the aspect that feels that way. It's missing its connection with you. If that fabric were a dress worn by a dancer, she would be spinning and swaying. But you would notice that she's inwardly anchored, even when her feet aren't on the floor. Dancers aren't performing random movements. They're enacting choreography. Even if it's improv, they are reflecting years of training. Staying centered within yourself, you can dance through your various circles without having to participate in the denser emotions of them. You can love your family and friends and not be driven crazy by them. You can maintain professionalism at work, regardless of how dysfunctional the culture may be there. When you're grounded into your body, then you can be in charge of actions. You can steer your kayak away from whirlpools, out of eddies, and into the greater flow of well-being. You can do this in all sorts of ways. You can practice mindfulness. You can walk barefoot. That's called earthing. You can visualize an energy connection to the center of the earth and imagine earth energy flowing up through your feet into your body. These are techniques that have been around for millennia, for as long as we've been manifesting into bodies on the planet. They're still very effective, but may require upgrading as our collective vibration increases. I've been playing with the concept of connecting wirelessly to the planet and anchoring into key points of the body. It's a way of being in the planet, but not of the planet. It's strong, light, and flexible. Play with these ideas for this week and see which ones fit you, and notice how it transforms your experience in the world. And let me know in the comments when you do that, because I love to read your comments. So a couple things stand out about this. One is about observing something that looks like it has consciousness, but it doesn't have consciousness. And then about how we need to upgrade our techniques, because it's really like old energy techniques are like dial-up, and now we're on Wi-Fi. So you can't access today's cosmic internet using dial-up. The old techniques that were energy into a much denser form of density need to be upgraded. And it is amazing when you do that, how instantaneously things can change. I used to be very resistant to change. I used to be very resistant to updates on my phone, but now I have certain products and I just go with it. There's updates all the time, and they do little by little help things work more effectively. We're called upon to upgrade in a myriad of ways at a myriad of times. And this current period of time is asking us to upgrade big time. So if you're clinging to the past in any way, shape, or form, you're going to find a lot of discomfort. Or you may have family members that are stuck in that kind of discomfort. You can't help them out of it by matching their discomfort. You can help them out of it by detaching, being in your own light, and being in a more open space to allow for change to happen. So if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends and on social media. And please click the heart button, the thumbs up button, click the bell icon, leave some comments, and all those things. Tell the algorithm to share this far and wide and get this out to someone who really needs to see this information. And if you want a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique. It'll give you a drone's eye perspective of what's going on in your life and in the world today. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, click on the link below to my self-study course. It'll give you you tools and techniques to navigate your life as consciousness. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com, and there you can learn about my individual sessions as well as my coaching program. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you next week in another Weekly Musings.